is because let's say they name it a 1, right? And you say, what is a 1? They say, okay, it's just unpaid. But then they don't say any of the other things. It gives a holistic view of the street.
Well, I think that's why we sitting here today to come up with a description on each one, so that way they just won't say that, oh, the street was unpaved, or oh, it was 2 potholes on this street. It'll say, oh, if it's 4 more potholes, then this is the difference between poor condition and fair condition. Because if it was only 2 potholes, then it's in fair condition.
Correct.
If it was 4 or more, but that's what we're supposed to be doing here today.
No, so we're listing the generalities and get into the specifics of it, of what's the difference between 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Or we could just have them take pictures of the streets and identify the issues with the streets, and we can prioritize them, provide the information that we turn to us.
Combined with their description.
Right.
Right, I was gonna say, y'all give them the descriptions, they don't need to know what
Right.
the quantity, what the level is. They bring you back the data, and then y'all gonna give them those ratings.
They just
That's
come back
normally the
and
way
tell
it's
us
done.
what's wrong with each street.
Yeah, y'all just give them
Maybe-
what to
maybe
look
take-
for.
Maybe take pictures, all right, this is, boom, this is John Varg.
There you
It's
go.
unpaid, it needs to be this. But, then we can take the information that they bring back, and we can say, okay, this is a 1,
There you go,
this street
right.
is a 3, this street is a 2, by the information. That way, we're not asking them to look for certain things, we're just asking them to bring back information. So they just collecting the data, and then we apply the data.
I mean, but that's cool, but either way it goes, we still have to have that description as far as what we feel like a 1 is, a 2 is, and a 3 is.
Right,
So
but we don't have to give that to them, is what I'm saying.
that's cool. I'm just saying in this meeting that we should come up with whatever our description is gonna be upon for 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that way when we say a street, when that way when we start fixing streets and streets become a priority, it's like, well, this street was a 1 due to these, ramifications.
So we already said with like the surface, if it's like gravel and dirt and it's unpaved, obviously that's on the level of 1. Now, in terms of like potholes and whatnot, are we going to factor that in because some streets are longer than other streets, some are smaller, so even if one street may have more potholes, you can be like, well, it's a longer street. It's kind of expected.
Well, and then when we get to that point,
That's the
with
double
all
down.
the ones, then we can put those in priority order. This one's longer, more used, things of that nature, but yeah, we can whittle that down when they're all in that particular category with potholes.
Yeah, you
So I like,
Or breaking off.
so I like Randall's idea in terms of just taking pictures, have them, give some notes to it, and then I think from there, I mean, we're smart guys and councilwomen. We can take it. Obviously, 1's being the worst, 4's being the best. The big thing that we'll have to delineate is the 2's and 3's.
So that's why we sitting here today to come up with the description. So we have the description for 1. We all agree that it's gravel, dirt roads, and those things. 2, I think it would be the road, the edging of the road.
I'll leave it at the edge. The big thing would be the edge of the road and the big potholes. And then maybe 3, then that's when we focus on the width of the street. And then 4, that's you got everything pretty much there.
And you give them to no work.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be nice. A little bit of work. You said 3 would be the width of the street?
Yeah. If the only biggest issue is just the width of the street, 2 being like the potholes and the breakage around the edges, 1 being that it's just absolutely, whether it needs more paving, gravel, dirt road.
I think,
Do you have anything else you'd add to that, Jeff?
unless y'all still talking about level 1,
Nah, it was cool. We got it done through it now. So 1 was unpaved streets, gravel, dirt roads. 2 with poor condition would be potholes, the edging, the breakage of the edging, and then 3 would be excuse me, the width of the street, the width and potholes as well, like the number of potholes.
Gotcha.
And then 4 is, little to no work. Brian, you okay with that?
So, Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
who would you allow someone in Public Works to be assigned to doing that type of work?
Just let them all do it.
Well,
They all-
because of the other work that needs doing in the city, probably a good idea, if we're gonna potentially assign someone to try to get it done, it's almost good if you got the same set of eyes looking at each street, so that they know, well, that was such and such, and this was such and such, but it also keeps the rest of the connections and repairs and stuff going. So I would say, and with his knowledge of the street, I would recommend Mr. Glover. I'll assign Mr. Glover to it, and go over this with him, have him take the pictures, bring them back, and he already has a good idea of, at least where some of the worst ones are, and quick enough to check off, this one's fine.
Okay, that's great. So, would you be okay with if we asked them to do it by July 8th, which is not this next council meeting, but the meeting after that?
Yeah, we can check on that, and what we can do, if you don't mind getting with them and sharing that, and then have them, you know, you can periodically check with them on it, that way I won't drop the ball, because I got busy with other stuff, and you can just kind of see where he is, and if stuff comes up, then you can report back to the council that he didn't get to finish because of this, that, or that emergency, or, you know, whatever. But, yeah, I would think, you know, really assessing the bad ones should be able to come up pretty quick.
Okay, I could do that. Yeah, I can get with it.
And then, like you said, about a month or so, then you'll have something to come back for us to pick up on and further discuss from a street standpoint. But I'm still a little confused about the piece between University Drive and Old Highway 90 that crosses those railroad tracks, because there's quite a bit of pothole stuff right there.
Does that street continue?
And that's like Cochran on the other side of the tracks. I'm not sure what it is right at the tracks.
Well, we can get a determination on it from the
Okay.
state. I'm pretty sure you can get a determination of, you know, status of the street from the state.
So,
We can check on
Because I don't know where FM 1098 really starts in that standpoint. Like